Hi Aries, and welcome to my channel. I am an intuitive tarot card reader and I will be doing a weekly 3-card spread for you here today. These messages may be applicable for the upcoming 7 days of the week. I will be using my Egyptian tarot, which I haven't used for a while, so I'm excited to go through it again. The Egyptian tarot. If you're interested, I will list the details in the description box below. Some beautiful imagery in this deck, a little bit different, but it will be a 3-card spread. Nothing too heavy, just having a look to see what could potentially be coming up for you for the upcoming 7 days. So if you are an Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, this reading could be insightful, or if you're dealing with an Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, this reading can be helpful for you and this person over the upcoming week. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoy this weekly content, please feel free to leave behind a like, or alternatively you can subscribe and you will receive notifications of any further themed readings. Otherwise, let's get into it and see what's coming up for Aries for the week ahead, please. Aries, week ahead. Okay, the first card you have is the World card. This is beautiful. Second card is the King of Swords, and then the Eight of Swords here. Okay, the World card is all about responsibility. It's about completion. It's about putting yourself out there, Aries. You stepping out into the world. I see that you're going to have a lot of confidence, especially mentally. To have important conversations, to put your work out there, maybe to make a stand in the world, make a change, make an impression. This is very powerful. You're definitely putting yourself out there. I feel like travel plans, travel connections could be significant for you in the upcoming week. You might have someone foreign coming in here, Aries. You might be dealing with someone foreign or establish some sort of long distance connection. Online, perhaps, with the World card here. This does rule adventure. It does rule perception and seeing the world for what it really is. What I want to say is I almost feel like you're turning away from anxieties, okay? So if you previously have had some sort of insecurities here, Aries, about talking to someone, it could be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, as indicated by the swords. Now, if you have been affiliated with this person, or you felt like you've been blocked off, or perhaps communication has been blocked off with a significant other here, Aries, I feel as though in the upcoming week you're really tackling a situation here, okay? You're opening yourself up to a lot of possibilities in the upcoming week. I feel like the world is your oyster. You've got an abundant array of opportunities that loom next to you with the beautiful World card here. So this is extremely it's extremely powerful for you in the upcoming week, especially if you are having any job interviews, anything where communication and the world is concerned. I feel like there's doors opening up where there were only once walls. So this is very powerful. It can rule a card of creativity, completion, worldly wisdom, religion, philosophy, theology. But it's really opening yourself up to something very powerful here, Aries. Putting yourself out there, putting yourself on a platform. Maybe you've been single and you're starting the online dating thing. Maybe you've written a script, or you've created a piece of work, or there's been a project you've been working on and you're finally ready to show the world. You're finally ready for your work to be received. This could also be someone foreign of a different nationality or culture. A new friend, a soulmate, for example. You know, the World card really brings any possibility to you. So this is very powerful, Aries. Next card over you have is the King of Swords. Now, this could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius coming through with the King of Swords. Someone that's got a they've got a way with words, Aries. Very powerful. It can rule a magistrate, authority, ideology, a matter of principle, a lesson that needs to be learned here, an important conversation that needs to be addressed here. Could be a job interview for an online conglomerate for some of you coming up in the week ahead. There's a lot of determination and fierceness with the King of Swords. So you might feel someone's being quite fierce and quite confronting towards you, Aries. Now, of course, this could also indicate that you're coming up into this sort of energy in the upcoming week. You're coming up as someone quite fierce, quite confronting, someone with sharp words, someone that has something very, very important they'd like to say or they'd like to address. But I feel like you're commanding a lot of attention, okay, Aries? You've got someone's attention here. And I don't think it's one person The World card here shows endless possibilities, so I actually believe it's several people that are coming in and being very drawn, very attracted to what you have to say, or how you're communicating, or the way you're presenting yourself. You're coming through here as someone very, very attractive and someone very, very assertive. Okay, it's putting the foot down with the King of Swords because his word is everlasting. This is what I'm gaining here. I also believe you're turning away from anxieties. You've got the Eight of Swords here. Now, the Eight of Swords is in a crisis. It can be seen as censorship, discomfort, fault. You know, the crocodile here. You can be plagued by anxious thoughts. Maybe this is an air sign, perhaps, or someone around you that is displaying these anxieties, these inner anxieties here. But this could also be you. And what I like, to come up as the King of Swords and you having mastered this Eight of Swords really shows that you're overcoming this sort of energy here. So in the upcoming week, you might see drastic improvements in a sense where you have control over your own thoughts or control over the thoughts of those around you. Because the World is quite a splendid card. It brings harmony. You know, there's music. There's a nice ebb and flow here. There's liberation as indicated by the Sakara bird here in the middle, and I feel like you're turning your back. You can see the King of Swords is turning their back on the Eight of Swords. Now, it can be one of two things, Aries. One, it could be that someone around you is actually very fearful. They're very anxious about a situation that involves you, but they're coming across as a King of Swords. So they're coming across as someone very assertive and someone that can take a stance and put themselves out there. But deep down, there could be a bit of faction here. There could be someone that's internally struggling with anxious thoughts or inner crises, okay? So now this could be you, Aries. It could be a message where in the upcoming week, there may be hurdles coming up, challenges in the family, in a relationship, in a friendship, in a business. Deep down, I think you're worried. There's something that has you plagued, something that has you worried. But the fact that you're coming up as someone very confident and someone who's, you know, not that you're sweeping it under the rug, but you're managing your emotions very well, at least to the people around you. You're coming across as someone who knows what to do. They're very in control. They've got, you know, they've managed their emotions, their thoughts. They've got that control over it. And in a sense, I feel like you'll be able to mend a situation here. So despite the drawbacks that you're having, the things that you may be thinking about, Aries, I feel like the front that you're going to put on, the way you're going to portray yourself, or the way someone else is going to portray themselves towards you, really reiterates that that you and this other person, or you and this situation, will be handled quite well, is what I'm seeing here. But it could point to obstacles in love with the Eight of obstacles in a friendship or a connection here with the Eight of Swords. So just be mindful about what's happening here. But I think you'll definitely be able to overcome it. To go from the Eight to the King is quite powerful here. So you're really putting yourself out there, and you definitely will be received very, very well, Aries. I hope you've got a fantastic week ahead. Thanks for watching, and all the best. Bye for now.